What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today, guys, it's a reaction video. It's been raining and raining. Yesterday it was like raining the whole day. In this video, it's just a reaction video to one brother called Franklin. I've been watching most of these videos. I think I like them. It is about awakening the Africans and so forth. Now, there is a recent video where he talked about Africa. It's particular. He talked about Zambia and the DRC Congo. You know, he talked about how he says Zambia and DRC Congo have sold their mineral rights to the US. Guys, do you agree with that? Is that true? Guys, some of these things are like mostly very over exaggerated, you know. I don't know why sometimes people react like that. Last year there was another one where I said Zambia has become, is it 2 years ago, Zambia is now completely a Chinese colony. Guys, some of these things we follow in social media are not completely true. So let me just react briefly about what my brother Franklin from the West, of course. He's not in Africa. Yes, I know you mean well, brother, but sometimes you take things into the right perspective. Zambia has got their own, you know. One of the things they are saying, and I saw in the comment section another topic which arose about Rwanda. You know, the Rwanda is the best place. Don't go to Zambia. Are you sure? Do you know how many Rwandese are living in Zambia and they never dream of going back? One day I should do a video. Comment down below if you really want me to do a video just going around showing you Rwandese shops, people who are from Rwanda and they are living in Zambia with no dream of ever going back to the country we call the best country in Africa. Are you for real? So that is a video for another day. Now, the main topic now, we talk about America. That they have taken full control of Zambia. Is that really true? Zambia is a sovereign nation, and also Zambia is a member of the non-aligned movement. Yeah, Zambia is a member of non-aligned. So Zambia is not aligned to China. Zambia is not aligned to any superpower. Zambia is not even aligned to the US. No way. Although there are projects in Zambia which have been done by the US government, but that doesn't mean that the US controls Zambia. Zambia makes its own decision. By the way, these issues which people feel, one of the reasons, for example, the e-battery manufacturing, yes, we say Zambia has given completely, yeah, like in that video you were saying, Zambia has given complete rights to the EV or to the mineral or whatever. That is not true, guys, that the mineral, they will be controlled by the Americans. Of course, we know, and I agree with you that there is a plan by the to like slowly take over Africa. Of course, Africa controls like 2/3 of the resources in this world are here in Africa. That one is a fact. And we are not surprised why the West or other countries are trying to do a scramble for Africa. Zambia is in a hurry. That is what I've known. And by the way, I'm sure you know by now, for those who follow me, that sometimes I don't completely agree with everything that politicians will say or to support the government of the day. I don't normally go 100%. When something is wrong, I'll say it is wrong. When it is right, I even give it credit. Of course, Zambia is in a hurry. Zambia wants to be part of the countries that want to do the EV battery manufacturing, and that is the other value chain which they want. In the past, we've been exporting minerals, particularly copper. I find that we are exporting, but there is very little of those minerals like to add value. Politicians have been speaking for years, more than 50 years. When I was born, that is about more than 40 years ago, we still been hearing, no, our Zambia now will be mining minerals and will be doing value addition, you know. it has been talk and talk and talk. So the new president who is currently there, who is like over a year in office, President Hakainde Hichilema, he went to the US, and that was the reaction video where this is my opinion, and I'm speaking my mind, not that I consulted any government official. Zambia, what I've noticed, Zambia doesn't have the capacity to make electric vehicles. Zambia doesn't have the capacity even to make the electric car batteries, yet we have the resources. We have cobalt. Of course, there is a Californian-based, a US Californian-based company which has invested like, is it $50 million to start mining cobalt in the northwestern province of here in Zambia. I mean, we have the cobalt, we have copper, we have manganese, plenty of it. I mean, plenty of it. Yes, it is here in Zambia, but Zambia doesn't have the technology, the expertise to start manufacturing those things. And these minerals have been here for years, but technology has come. Whether EV batteries is the future more than the fossil fuels vehicle, it is irrelevant. Whether they are saying electric vehicle is the future, whether it is the future or not, what I'm talking about is that electric vehicles are about to spread, to be a lot. There will be a lot. Why can't Zambia take advantage? Zambia doesn't have the technology to do that. But what is wrong with Zambia partnering with the US to come, if they have the technology, they have the expertise, they have the money to pump in to start doing? What is wrong with that? People talked about China 2, 3, 4 years ago. No, Chinese are now 10% of Zambians are Chinese. Where? Some of these things you find out. Some of these things, you guys, I always say, come to Zambia. Spend some time here. Have some friends, people like us. Take me around to Zambia. Ask questions. Know what is here first. Sit around. See how we live in Zambia. We have our own culture. We have our own belief system. It's just that in the Western, just like one lady, Miss Trudy, was mentioning, she was in the US like maybe a week ago or two. She was saying, this is what they say. She was in Washington, D.C. showing the homeless shelters. Even in the US, the people who have got all the money, all the glamour, I was surprised that we saw the homeless people's shelter. That is even worse. In Zambia, we don't even have such. Yes, we may not be as wealthy as the US. We don't have such. And then on news, we are used that you guys will always show the bright side. When you come to us, only the negative side. Well, our politicians or Zambians or Africans, we are talking. It's not everything that Zambia will always accept because it has come from the West. Things are changing, guys. That is why some of us are even on these platforms like YouTube now, so that we can go around Zambia. Like what I do is go around Zambia, tell the positive stories which are happening in our country. Tell Zambian stories from my perspective as a Zambian. Not you hear it from someone. You are hearing it from me. I'm showing you things which are in Zambia. How beautiful Zambia is, which the West, when they come here, they want to go to the most poorest and make a picture. That is how Africa is. No, that is why, that's what I'm doing. So this January, as resources, as money permit, I'm going down more Zambia and showing you the beautiful things, the waterfalls we have, the beautiful, more than 20. We have 20 national parks, 34 game management areas, more than 100 waterfalls. All those topics, as finances allow me, those are the places where I'm targeting. Our democracy is ever growing. We don't have one leader. Things are changing. One of the things is that, for example, our president has been preaching technology. So they want those people to come, as many people, the US, China, Canada, and other things. The visas have even been scrapped off so that you guys can come to our country and even invest. Some of the things which I don't really agree that we just follow everything. Zambians can talk. Let me tell you, we have projects which were done by the Americans. Some of them, especially the aid projects, are still being done. We have the USA.Is, we have, I don't know, there are too plenty. Even the dam, the biggest dam which generates electricity, the Kariba Dam, was done, of course, by the Americans. with the IMF funded project long time ago here in Zambia. So we have a relationship with the US. We also have a relationship with the Russians. We also have a relationship with the Chinese. So, but when things are not right, there were a time when these Chinese would come in Zambia, mistreat our own people. You find that they were here, you find that Chinese, they would just come, they would behave like maybe mafias or, I don't know, things like that. Maybe they would beat up workers. People reacted, and some of those people were taken packing and chased out of the country. Does it look like people who can't talk? No. And the ambassadors were engaged about certain things that it is against our culture. Even your government, you guys who come from there, there are those people, those same sex, I'm not going to mention the name, those you believe, man, Adam and Adam, Peter and John, in this country, for example, it is a taboo. It is even against the law. You can even go to jail for practicing that. Who are you to tell us how we should live our lives? That is how the president said. I never even liked the former president towards the end of his tenure, but one credit I gave him, he once told off the Americans because the American ambassador here in Zambia had said, we are going to cut aid from your country if you don't agree man to man, woman and woman to we are going to grant it. The president said, to hell with your aid. Yes, is that not speaking? By the way, I still remember his name was Ambassador Foot. That was his name. The Ambassador Foot was even kicked out of our country. Out. Zambia didn't have ambassador for more than, is it 3-4 years? It took like the new government to come and renegotiate to bring back another ambassador. Does it look like people don't talk? You guys should do. Let's balance things. So it's not that our governments or our leaders can't talk. They do talk when things are not right. Yeah. During the Mwanawasa government, that is more than 10 years ago, we had the President Mwanawasa. There was a time the US wanted to set a military base here in Zambia, and the president refused. And they had to move their base to the neighboring Botswana. Why? The president said no. He was not comfortable that they put their military base here in Zambia. Does it look like Zambians don't talk? Zambians are kind of people who are very patient, very hospitable. Come and try out. That's why we say if you want to invest here or come and live here, come and visit first. Test the ground, walk on the street, see what is happening. Zambians may be quiet, but when they make a decision or when they react, sometimes you may not even like them how they react, because they will just reject you just like that. And it doesn't matter who are. We are Zambians, and we are people who are very accommodative. But when enough is enough, Zambians are capable of standing. Yes, we know the agenda, but Zambia must. The only minerals I know, because we have two universities which are common. We have the University of Zambia and the Copper Belt University, which trains miners. Like they have like mining engineers, because we have a lot of copper. Zambians have mastered that art for a long time. So Zambians are capable of doing copper. Zambians have so many mines. Yesterday I just moved to a place just like in less than 30 kilometers from the airport. There's already a copper mine, and yet Lusaka is not even a place where there are a lot of minerals, but there's a copper mine already which is happening. Zambians can be maybe what government can do is that maybe there are some which can be allowed 100% to be controlled by maybe Chinese investors, American investors, and another one also allow it to be run by serious Zambians. Just like most copper belt towns, Chirilabombwe, there's a mine. Luansha, there is a mine. Is it in Ndola, Kitwe? There is a mine. So there are mines everywhere. Chibuluma, Kalulush, whatever. So it is what it is, guys. So so this is where I end. And another in the same comment section of Brother Franklin, I saw a situation where some people were saying, like, no, Zambia, is Zambia good enough? No, don't go to Zambia, you should go to Rwanda. My guys, we are not fighting, we are not at any war with Rwanda. Actually, our president is in good terms with the president of Rwanda. People from Rwanda, do you know how many, if I'm to tell you how many Rwandese live here in Zambia? There are more people from Rwanda who are living in Zambia, who are running small shops, grocery stores, where they sell bread, sweets, drinks, small household things which they sell here in Zambia. In fact, they own those shops more than any other nationality I know of, more than Zambians. In fact, when people talk about such things, I even wonder. But I don't think there is the same number of Zambians who are living in Rwanda. Rwanda is heaven on earth. It is beautiful. Thank you. But why is it that those people, the genocide finished, they are having their children here, they have stayed here, they have no dream of even going back there, which is so-called the heaven, the cleanest place. And they are welcome. We love them. We even speak with them in our own local languages. That is how Zambia is. Zambia is a vibe, guys. Don't listen to everything that they are what. So my name is Traveltainment. All I do is show you, tell you Zambian stories. I'll tell you like this, or I'll go out throughout the country. I travel, bring out stories from Zambia. Yes, we have a lot of nationalities, including Zimbabweans who have settled here in Zambia and they have become Zambians, including the current president of Zimbabwe. Are you aware? Near, when you are going to Mumbwa, like 100 kilometers, maybe less than 100 kilometers, even a farm where Emerson Mnangagwa's family, some of them, they are still living here. He's got a farm Mnangagwa where when he was living in Zambia. That is how diversity or inclusiveness of how Zambia accommodates. That is who we are, and we are proud of who you are. So if you are new on my channel, do me a favor, subscribe, turn on bell notification, give this video a thumbs up. I think for now, before I'm planning to do that video, the Rwandese, just to showcase, I'll go on the street and maybe just hide their faces, show you some Rwandese shops which we have here in Zambia. I'll see you in my next one. Here in Zambia, we believe we are one Zambia, one nation. That's the motto of our country, one Zambia, one nation. So if you come here, you are also part of the one Zambia, one nation. By the way, those who think Chinese are majority in Zambia, next to Zambians, no. If you say Indian Zambians, I would agree. We have more Indians who have become Zambian. They are no longer Indians who came even before I was born. They are still here. The Chinese just came now, and they are not even a lot. Those who came to build stadiums, the belt went. Those who came to build the airport, belt went. Those who came for various projects, they went. We only have very few people. They can just come and do their projects. They own nothing. Everything which they did, there was an agreement. They are here in Zambia. But thank you, however, to tell us that there is a plan there. We are also aware which they want to overtake Zambians. But no, they are also our leaders are also careful. The way they have taken these deals, they are not going to take over our country. It belongs to us. It is a partnership. It's a win-win situation. 50-50. We are here on the ground and we shall talk. Zambians are going to talk. They will not keep quiet, so that we get a full deal. Sorry, I'm even squeezing my face because suddenly the sun has come out after heavy rains. See you in my next one. Peace.